Welcome to the 1986 BMX Challenge. We're back at Dunedin's Forester Park, where we've gathered together most of the country's top BMX riders to compete in a series of races that's guaranteed to have you fixed firmly on the edge of your seat. For starters, there's a series of 20-inch motos.
As the mountain jump gets good air, beautiful air, gets the drop on the field. Yes, he does. Over the double drop off and down the first straight they go. Still Stephen Reed coming up towards the mountain jump. Watch him high fly. There he goes. Always blown it. He will not be very happy with that. That'll cost him very dearly indeed.
There's races in the cruiser class. That's the larger bike with 24 or 26-inch wheels.
Here comes Terry Finity making his move on the outside, but he's got a long way to go around that berm. It's Brent Harris. Come pick second until I see the number plate, but it's Brent Harris in the lead now with Terry Finity in third spot. And a lovely piece of cross up from, who was that, Darren Good, I think it was.
And there's something new for the challenge program, a team relay. 5 teams going hell for leather to win a cash prize for their club.
And it's a clean start here in the 1986 TVNZ relay, and this is where dog eat dog and there's no rules at all. It's Stephen Reed for Dunedin.
And then there's the freestyle competition. We've gone rad this year with especially built quarter pipes. Whatever their choice of action, all riders will be hoping for a share of the prize money. We've $1,600 in BMX cash grants from the United Building Society up for grabs. So competition's going to be tough. Some riders are having a go at all events. Going in the cruiser and freestyle?
Going in freestyle.
Are you going in the freestyle?
No, cruiser. Cruiser, not freestyle. Ski heights. The cruiser, not the freestyle.
Why not?
It's not my game.
Right, are we going to see you in the freestyle competition?
I was thinking about it, but I didn't have time to train this year.
Right, and how about the cruiser?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, cruiser, no freestyle. No, just freestyle this year.
Right, have you had to do much training?
Oh, it's a bit hard to get used to it again.
Who knows, perhaps it'll be a case of winner take all and someone heading home with $800 and all 3 trophies. With me again this year is a man known to some as Dunedin's Mr. BMX, Stu Robertson. Welcome back.
Thank you, Sandy.
Stu, what major changes has the Dunedin BMX Club made to the track this year?
Well, nothing really major. We were very happy with the track last year. It proved to be a good challenge. We've strengthened the surface a little bit and, well, let's have a look at it. We'll go around the track. Down off the start, we've widened the entire first straight over the double drop-off, and we have heightened that a little bit more. It proved difficult last year. It'll prove more difficult this year. Around the first berm, where the race is won or lost. Around the second berm and up the riser, and then we've got the mountain jump. Already a big casualty in practice today. Hopefully we see no more, but we still want the excitement. Around the Bethune sweeper there, and we line up the roller table double. Now, it was only jumped once last year, not very successfully. This year there's a side wager to do it again, and hopefully we pay out on that one. Round the second to last berm and line up those stutters. They're so popular and the riders just look so good going over top of them. Round the last berm, we've moved the inside of the corner in and put a lip on the top to speed it up. It was a wee bit dead last year. It's going to be fast this year. And then, of course, that slight uphill 40-metre drag to the finish, that's where it hurts.
Stu, you've seen the guys in practice. Are you willing to make a prediction as to the outcome of the day's racing?
Well, I've seen Steve Reed from Dunedin. I mean, we've never won it. The local boys have never won it. Hopefully Steve can pull it off this year. But I'd say Warwick Anstey from Auckland and Nick Lambert from Auckland, they look very good and they're always hard to beat.
Thanks. Right now to round 1 of the 20-inch challenge and the first moto of the day. In lane 1, we have Tony Partridge.
New to BMX racing, but a very good freestylist.
Lane 2, Mark Canavan.
Mark's from Hornby, New Zealand, number 4.
In lane 3, Adele Hodges.
Adele creates a wee bit of history today. She's the first ever lady to race in the BMX Challenge, hot from the World Champs in London. Let's watch her closely.
In lane 4, Gary Murtagh.
Gary's from New Plymouth, New Zealand, number 28.
Lane 5, Alistair Stark.
Alistair Stark is the Southland champion. He's from Invercargill.
And finally in lane 6, Leonard Lamb.
New Zealand 19 from Central Wairarapa, Masterton.
Stu, who are your picks for this moto?
It's got to be New Zealand number 4. He's got the experience. Mark Canavan from Hornby. Righto, it's in the starter's hands. And they're off down this time up to the double drop-off, and it looks like Mark Canavan out. The leaders are heading down towards the first berm. In fact, no, Alistair Stark from Invercargill is going to drop off the field. Around, a bit of a tangle up there on the first berm, and Alistair Stark says, thank you very much, chaps. Around the second berm he goes, and Adele Hodges in 5th place is looking very good too, and not disgracing herself by no means. Alistair Stark, high flying over the mountain jump. Round the Bethune berm they go, and heading uphill. This is where it starts to hurt. Over the roller table double, and it's Alistair all the way, and looking all the winner. Down around the last corner now, it's number 120, and I've got that all wrong. It looks like Gary Murphy, from New Plymouth. Round the final burn goes Gary, and up the final straight he goes, and he's got a good lead on it. Number 111, Mark Canavan from Hornby, looking good in number second place. 121, Netherland from Central Wairarapa. That's the way they finish.
In the second moto of round 1, in lane 1, we have Warwick Styles.
Warwick from Christchurch, all the way from Christchurch. We'll be looking for him a big effort today.
Lane 2, Robbie Turner.
Robbie Turner, New Zealand number 22, Mangere.
Darren Goods fronting up in lane 3.
Darren Goods, New Zealand number 7 from Central Wairarapa, and he's Murrumba International Champion from Australia.
4, Lee Hodgins.
Lee Hodgins, a young chap from Dunedin. He'll do himself justice, no two ways about that.
Lane 5, Stephen Reid.
Stephen Reid, now he's the high hope for the Dunedin club, looking very fast this year. He's New Zealand number 3.
Finally in lane 6, Peter Page.
Peter Page from North Otago, lives in Timaru, races for North Otago. Yep, he'll look good today too.
Who's your pick for this moto?
I've got to go with the local, Steve Reid. You know, he looks the best of the bunch. Robbie Turner will be right behind him, but no, Steve's to win. And off they go down the first straight and heading towards the double drop-off, and who's got the lead? It looks like lane number 6, and that's Peter Page from North Otago. No, 110, Stephen Reid is expected. Around the first berm he goes, and he's opened up a handy lead. Someone's trying to get the swoop on the underneath, but it's still Stephen Reid coming up towards the mountain jump. Watch him high fly. There he goes, and always blown it. He will not be very happy with that. That'll cost him very dearly indeed. Back to the race. They're heading up towards the roller double. It's number 124. That's Peter Page from North Otago. Not much to win it. A tremendous race from him. The Darren Hope from Central Wairarapa second. Round the second to last and heading up the starters. Two takes the inside run, one on the outside. It's still Peter Page from North Otago, and Reid's right out of the race altogether. Darren Good in second place. It's Peter Page. Darren Good another one in second. Robbie Turner from Mangere. And that's the way it finishes.
You were considered one of the favourites. What happened over the back?
I lost it in a big way.
And lost it in a big way, he certainly did. At this stage of the race, Reid should have had it in the back. Over the mountain, and he makes a total mess of it. He can't blame the wind, he blew it. Now look at him panic. He's trying desperately to get back into the race. He's right out of it. It's all Peter Page. He's handed a gift.
Hey, what's with this Blitz race shirt at Peters?
Well, the North Avon Club in Christchurch, they made them specially for this big meeting.
But I thought you said Peter Page rides for North Otago.
Well, there's total confusion here. Peter actually lives in Timaru. He rides for North Avon. There's a gremlin in the system.
Lining up for the third moto of round 1. In lane 1, we have Stephen Charteris.
From the Western Club Auckland, New Zealand number 4.
Lane 2, Warwick Anstey.
New Zealand champion, NZ1 in the open class from Mangere.
Stuart Williams is fronting up in lane 3.
New Zealand 8 from Dunedin.
Stephen Hewitt in lane 4.
New Zealand number 22 from North Avon in Christchurch.
In lane 5, Bruce Anstey.
He's New Zealand number 2, a semi-finalist in the World Champs in London this year. He's from Wellington City.
In lane 6, Graham Thompson.
New Zealand number 11, North Avon, Christchurch.
Stu, who's your pick for this moto?
New Zealand champ, Warwick Anstey, looked very good in the practice sessions. Always hard to beat, aggressive rider. Let's watch Warwick. And away they go, Warwick Anstey, no number 107, that's Stuart Williams, got a big flyer in the middle of the field, and there's Stuart Williams, and he'll be very happy with that. And around the first corner he goes, and he's still in first place, taken wide, goes into the big sign, but it's Warwick Anstey. Warwick Anstey in second, let's try and pick up the one in the lead, that is number 102, I think it is, 102, Bruce Anstey from Wellington in the lead, followed closely by Warwick Anstey, Anstey, around the Bethune's berm, no relation to the two of them. Wellington and Auckland battling it out very even now as they come down to the second to last, and it's number 122, Warwick Anstey's got a slender lead over Bruce Anstey. Down towards the starters, one takes the wide road, they both take the wide road. Someone comes on the inside, what's going to happen? Nothing. Bruce Anstey down the final straight, followed by Warwick Anstey, and that's the way they'll finish. Warwick Anstey, Bruce Anstey.
What do you think of the track?
Oh, grass, it's wet, it's nice.
Oh, it's not too bad, it's a bit wet, but
right.
that's right, most of it.
And make the most of it is right. Now this is an object lesson on what not to let happen when up against a guy like Warwick Anstey. Stu Williams from Dunedin in the dark blue takes the slenderest lead. Now he's immensely strong, and although he was warned before the meeting, he made the big error of getting too close to Warwick Anstey. Do that sort of thing and you'll be taken right out the top of the burn. Anstey drives on the shoulder, foot plants for balance, and Williams is history. Meanwhile, Bruce Anstey says, "Find out amongst yourselves, chaps, and I'll take the lead by going underneath."
We have in lane 1, Nick Lambert.
Nick Lambert, New Zealand number 35 from Western, much better than that. He's 1985 TVNZ champion.
Lane 2, Kerry Parker.
Kerry Parker, New Zealand number 5 from Geyserland, that's Rotorua.
In lane 3, Jamie Hodgins.
Jamie Hodgins, New Zealand 14 from Dunedin.
In lane 4, Craig Hurlstone.
Craig Hurlstone's from New Plymouth, New Zealand number 1, 16 years.
Lane 5, Gavin Winchester.
Gavin's New Zealand number 1 also from Waipawa in the Hawke's Bay, 14 years of age.
And finally, Brent Harris in lane 6.
And Brent Harris, New Zealand number 19 from Mangere.
Stu, who's your pick?
The man in the red stars, Nick Lambert, last year's TVNZ champion. He'll be hard to beat. And away they go. Nick Lambert, sure enough, on the inside of the race. No, it's the man in the middle. I can't pick the number at this point in time as they hit around the first berm, but he's still got the drop on the field. Nick Lambert's battling it out in third place. Back to the leader. Let's see if we can pick up the number as they head up towards the mountain jump and get the big air. It looks like number 109, and that is Craig Hurlstone from New Plymouth, New Zealand, number 1. The New Zealand champion, 16-year-olds, and he's showing a clean pair of heels from number 101. Nick Lambert fighting a fight back now on the outside. Second to last berm. Hurlstone's got the inside. Lambert making the swoop. No, he doesn't make the stoop. He stays up high, but he's going narrow on the. Ooh, and beautifully done. It's Nick Lambert now got the lead from Hurlstone. Excellent piece of riding from Lambert as he comes down the final straight. It's Lambert from Hurlstone from number 116, Brent Harris. I'll give him third, but I'll leave it to the finish marshals.
Nick, good to have you back in Dunedin. How did you find the track out there?
It's not too bad. It's running. It's turned down quite a bit. Oh, she's hard.
Wet?
Yep. Oh, not too bad. Pretty long, but we got there in the end. Windy.
Windy? Bit wet?
Oh, rain doesn't worry, it's the wind.
Maybe, but if anything, the wind does wonders on that first straight. It's at their backs, it's a big downhill, so speeds are super quick, making the first berm a real challenge. But of course you get round that corner and it's a buffeting side wind. Hurlstone leads the pack. He's on the dazzling fluorescent orange bike. Thank goodness the sun isn't shining. But he's chased by the BMX giants Nick Lambert and Brent Harris.
And of course not forgetting Kerry Parker in the yellow.
Right, at this stage it's a real battle for second with Lambert and Harris in the stars. Lambert kicks off Harris on the corner there and he makes chase. Now he's not happy unless he's winning. Lambert shows why he's so respected in BMX circle. So he runs down Hurlstone, he's waiting for the right moment, he's thinking BMX, he's putting on the power.
He nearly went under for a swoop then, but seems to have changed his mind, Stu.
And well he might, because it's here that Hurlstone, he gives him the chance on the stutters. Now Hurlstone, he goes wide, and that should have been the second option, not the first. Lambert sees the opening, and he's through in style. The race is all his. Round the last corner, Hurlstone's had his chance, he's blown it. It's Lambert all the way down the last 40, putting on the gas. He deserves to be there, he's made it look easy. Top marks for a great ride.
You may have noticed the sunshine here at Forrester Park getting very, very moist indeed. It shouldn't deter our riders though. They're chasing one of 3 trophies we'll be presenting this afternoon. First is for the overall winner in the 20-inch challenge. Apart from the trophy, they'll also take home a $300 cash grant from the United Building Society. Second place getter will take home a $200 cash grant and $100 for third place getter. The next trophy is for the Cruiser Challenge. You'll remember those are the larger bikes designed with the larger rider in mind. Like the 20-inch winner, our Cruiser champ will also receive a $300 cash grant, while second and third place getters will take home $200 and $100 respectively. The freestyle champion for the day will take home this trophy, as well as a $200 cash grant, and we still haven't finished giving out the money. The winner of the much-heralded inter-club team relay will also take away a $200 cash grant. And while we're talking about winners, do you remember this very impressive display from last year? That was Tony Dick, the undisputed New Zealand freestyle champion for the last 3 years. And he is back this year to perform on this specially built set of quarter pipes to keep his title and take home a United Building Society cash grant of $200. But with the temperatures dropping to well under 10 degrees and winds gusting to over 35 knots, it's just too dangerous for us to hold the 1986 Freestyle Championships, and unfortunately we've had to cancel the event.
Disappointing and bad luck for all those freestylers who have spent the last few weeks training hard to dispose Tony Dick of his title. We understand that training costs quite a few bike parts and a fair bit of skin. Just watch out next year, Tony Dick.
But BMX races are built tough, and the spectators remaining are in for some great racing. This is the 5th moto of the day. In lane 1, Craig Hurlstone.
Second in his first moto.
In lane 2, Peter Page.
Got a first.
3 is Mark Canavan.
Second.
Lining up in 4 is Robbie Turner.
Third.
Bruce Anstey in 5.
Second.
And in 6, Gary Murtagh.
And he got a first in his last round.
Stu, who are your picks for this moto?
Tremendous form in there, lots of first, seconds and thirds. Very hard to say, but let's give it to Bruce Anstey from Wellington in lane 5. Clean start, number 1, 2 for a wee bit shaky there, but he's come out. Number 109, 117, it's 117, Robbie Turner in the lead as he goes down the first berm. Robbie Turner all the way from Auckland, a bit of a slip out there, and the fluorescent orange, oh no, he goes too high, and away he goes, way too wide. Still Robbie Turner from Mangere, over the big double wing, beautiful there from Robbie Turner. As they come round the corner and try and pick up some more numbers. Number 1, 2, 4, Peter Page, trying to repeat that first step, looks over his shoulder, Chaswell check, number 109, Hurlstone. So it's Turner, Hurlstone, Turner, Page, Hurlstone, that's the order of it, anything can happen now. Oh, that's a beautiful piece of riding by Peter Page from North Otago, and he's going to shoot down all the big guns from the North Island. Peter Page, Robbie Turner, and number 117, I'll give that to, no, Robbie Turner in third, he slipped right back through the field.
Undoubtedly, the use of good tactics out there. Is it a thinking race out there today?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
How's it going for you?
Oh, not too good.
Not too good. What would you prefer?
First up there.
Well, Robbie, it's all your fault you're not up there in first place. You had it going into the first berm, one of the biggest leads of the day. How could you lose it from there?
Bruce Anstey, your pick for this race, got a bad start. He's boxed in at the back and on the second berm, lost both pedals.
Right, he's history. Peter Page at Blitzman again and Craig Hurlstone are chasing hard, but it's still Turner. Up towards the mountain jump. Now remember that wind is wreaking havoc, but Turner shows how to do it. He does it beautifully. Onto the roller table double, and Turner still has it. It's not a long way from home. Maybe he's getting complacent. Page is there, now a comfortable second. Hurlstone, he's back in third.
You predicted at the start of the program that the race is usually won or lost on the first berm.
And so it normally is, but it's not to be this time. It's the stutters in the last berm, they're the deciding factors today. Now this is where Turner goes wrong. He starts to go wide and then he changes his mind. Page takes the jump and does it. Oh, beautiful piece of jumping. He's through, he's forcing Turner high on the berm and right out of the lead. Hurlstone cuts underneath Turner, and it's Page, Hurlstone and Turner. A total reversal. They're going to ride single file to the line all the way. Well done, Peter Page, an aggressive piece of riding. As for my picker, Bruce Anstey, well, he never got a look in right from the very start.
Moto 6 lining up in lane 1 is Stephen Charteris.
Steve got a fourth in his last round.
Lane 2, Jamie Hodgins.
Sixth, trying to improve on that one.
Nick Lambert's lining up in lane 3.
Nick first, as expected in his first round.
In lane 4, Stuart Williams.
Sixth.
Darren Good in lane 5.
Got a good second, he'll be happy with that and going for another one.
Tony Partridge in lane 6.
And Tony Partridge also last and trying to improve.
Stu, who are your picks for this moto?
Oh, got to be Nick Lambert, has to be. And Nick Lambert got a flyer through the middle of the field, and already he's opened up a bit of a lap from Stu Williams, and Stu Williams will be looking to make sure he doesn't get crunched on the berm like he did in the last round. It's Nick Lambert from Stu Williams, from Darren Good. That's the order of it. Stu Williams switched back into third. In fact, he slipped a pedal there. Back to Nick Lambert in the lead. Hits the mountain jump, gets good air. Beautiful air from Darren Good from Central Wairarapa. Stu Williams back into third place. It's Nick Lambert coming up to the roller table double when they come up to the second to last. Lambert, Good, and Williams. That's the order of it. Nick Lambert showing a clean pair of heels and showing just the way he won it last year. Jumps the whoopties and the stutters beautifully. Round the last berm they go, and Nick Lambert has it no problem at all, and sails to the finish line from Darren Good and Stu Williams at 104 in fourth place.
Bit of a foregone conclusion. Was it an easy race out there?
No race is easy.
No race, right.
Got a good start, so I was a bit lucky. Oh, start wasn't so good, but I managed to make up.
Good on you. How are you finding the day's racing going?
Good, yeah.
Good. Do you think there are going to be any big surprises today?
Yeah, I think there should be.
But this race was not one of them. Last year's champion Nick Lambert is showing how. Now it's interesting to watch the mountain jump again. The wind has made the riders nervous. Lambert and Good jump it with lots of air. The rest of the pack ride it playing safe. A rougher ride and definitely slower. While they do that, Lambert is off and away for a very, very cruisy win.
Lining up for Moto 7 in lane 1 is Gavin Winchester.
The man from Hawke's Bay, fifth in his last round.
In lane 2, Steve Hewitt.
Steve Hewitt got a third in his last round.
In the third lane, Lee Hodgins.
Lee, fifth and trying to improve.
In lane 4, Adele Hodges.
Adele Hodges, our lady, fifth there.
In lane 5, Stephen Reid.
Stephen Reid, ooh, bad mistake in the last round, 4th.
In lane 6, Warwick Anstey.
And Warwick are first.
Stu, who are your picks for this moto?
Stay right where we are. Yep, it's Warwick Anstey. He would have to be the man. So aggressive in his last round, and no, you know, he just doesn't pull his punches. He'll win it again. Watch the guys on the outside as they get the drop on the field. Is it? Yes, it is. It's what? That was Stephen Reid from Dunedin. It's Stephen Reid looking for a first, and there he goes round the first berm, chased hard by Anstey. It's Stephen Reid from Dunedin, the local champion, really pumping the pedals now as he goes up the riser onto the new level and heads towards the mountain jump, chasing hard. And Anstey's got the inside running on the Bethune sweeper. It didn't do anything with it as Stephen Reid shuts him out. In fact, Steve's opened up a big lead now, and Reid will be delighted. You can see him smiling from here. Round the second to last berm, and it's Anstey chasing hard with Gavin Winchester from the Hawke's Bay in 3rd place, and he takes the inside running. Back to Reid, and he's opened up a big lead, and he'll be unassailable. He's the man with the speed, and it's Reid, Warwick Anstey, Gavin Winchester. That's the way they finished.
Race, bit of a surprise. Did you go out there with any particular plan in mind?
Yeah, doing my best.
Good on you. Warwick, bit of a surprise there. What happened?
Oh, nothing much.
Just happens in the racing.
Yeah.
Got any special plans now for the 3rd round?
Not at the moment.
How'd the race go for you?
I got a bit of a bad start.
Bit of a bad start?
Yeah.
What would you change for round 3? Are you going to go out there with any particular tactics in mind?
Try to get out a bit faster.
Right. Any particular problems being a lady racing against the guys, if you don't mind me asking?
No, not really.
You just got to go just as fast.
Yeah.
And going even faster is Stephen Reid racing up against Warwick Anstey. He really flies. Now watch him, but watch Adele Hodges in the black shirt. Adele is at the back, but she's close. She's the first lady ever to enter the big Pro-Am scene in New Zealand. It's tough for her, if not impossible, up against these very strong male riders. Reid is flying around that first berm. He's grinning, but there's still a very long way to go.
Adele's been forced to the back now, so it'll be experience and practice for the remainder of her racing today.
Right, now Reid lines up the mountain. He's crashed here in the first moto. The wind's blowing a gale. He's nervous, and lo and behold, he nearly does it again. Loses his balance, but recovers well to hold the lead. Onto the sweeper, he cuts in very fine and shuts Anstey out. It's Reid's race for the taking.
Lining up for Moto 8, ending round 2 in lane 1, Alistair Stark.
And the Cargill man, 4th in his last round.
Lane 2, Brent Harris.
Brent Harris from Mangere, 3rd.
In lane 3, Leonard Lamb.
3rd for Leonard.
In lane 4, Warwick Stiles.
And Warwick Stiles got a 6th, and he'll be definitely looking for an improvement.
In lane 5, Graham Thompson.
Graham Thompson, 5th in his last round.
Finally, Kerry Parker in lane 6.
And he got a 4th.
Stu, who is your pick for this moto?
Brent Harris from Mangere, big strong lad, knows the track well. Now watch number 116, that's Brent Harris, the big man from Mangere in Auckland, and there he goes, the man in the stars. The stars have it today as they hit the first berm, and it's definitely Brent Harris from Mangere, followed by Kerry Parker from Rotorua. Up the riser they go and head towards the mountain jump, and this is where you get all the air, this is where all the fun is, and Harris dropped the pedal as he came off the mountain. Round the sweeper they go, it's Harris from Parker from Geyserland. That's the order of it. In fact, they've opened up a massive lead over number 112, and that's Graham Thompson from North Avon, and it's all Harris and Parker. Over the studders they go, and they're following Indian file round the last berm. Brent Harris from Mangere, an easiest of races, and Kerry Parker's quite happy to sit on the seat as they hit the line.
Brent Harris probably couldn't have been easier for you. You nearly lost a pedal, or you did lose a pedal on the mountain jump. What happened back there?
It's a bit windy out there.
Is the wind really causing a problem for the racers?
It just makes it a bit trickier.
Have you found the wind to be a major problem out there today?
Oh, that big jump just blows you sideways.
How did you find the wind out there?
Oh, it's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah, I really think so.
Do you feel it could change the outcome of the day's racing?
Possibly, yeah.
How?
I think the stronger riders will pull away in the wind.
Would that bring along any sort of surprises to what you would normally expect? Who would win today?
Possibly, yeah.
Any
Not
picks?
really sure. I don't think I'll say it.
Bit adventurous at this stage. And adventurous is only half of it. With the wind gusting as high as it is, I'm surprised that any of the riders are getting over the mountain without incident.
Yes, just watch Brent Harris nearly lose everything. He slips his pedals and then shows how to do it with a super quick recovery.
Well, the weather's really affecting some of the riders here this afternoon. As in other years, the first 3 rounds of 20-inch motos were held to determine the finalists to go on to the Challenge Dash. Now, the riders are awarded points as follows. First past the post gets 9 points, second 6 points, third 4 points, fourth 3 points, fifth 2 points, and last past the post gets 1 point. The riders' points are added up over the 3 rounds, with the three highest scoring riders automatically gaining a place in the final. The other 3 finalists are sorted out in a repechage. And so to the first of our televised cruiser races. Throughout the day we've been holding a number of elimination rounds, and we pick up the last 2. Round 3 of the Cruiser Challenge and Moto 5 for the day. Lane 1's being left vacant, but in Lane 2 we have Brent Harris.
That man in stripes again, good heats in his cruiser racing.
Lane 3, Trevor Broomhill.
Trevor Broomhill, dare I say it, the old fella from Dunedin BMX.
4, Darren Good.
Darren Good, looking good in the cruiser class.
5, Bruce Anstey.
Bruce Anstey, dipped out in the 20-inch, but hopefully he can pull something out of the bag in the cruiser.
In Lane 6, Terry Finnerty.
2 firsts, and Terry is looking every much the winner today. And away they go in the cruiser round 3, and it looks like Brent Harris has got the drop on the field, and it's all very even. Here comes Terry Finnerty making his move on the outside, but he's got a long way to go around that berm. It's Brent Harris. Can't pick second until I see the number plate, but it's Brent Harris in the lead now with Terry Finnerty in 3rd spot. And a lovely piece of cross up from, who was that, Darren Good, I think it was. Back to Brent Harris over the roller table they go, and into the second to last berm, and Infinity is struggling back in 3rd place. Brent Harris and Darren Good, that's the order of it as they come up to the stutters. Over the stutters they go, riding them very tamely indeed. Back to Harris in the lead now as they come up the final straight, and it looks like here comes Infinity making his move now, but he'll be happy to be happy with his 3rd.
Does it make any difference having a bigger bike out there with the wind?
Oh, it's all the same.
Okay, but I'd say you'd slow down a lot more on that back straight going head on into it.
Not really, just getting tired.
How's it going out there for you?
Oh, it's all right.
Starting to get tired now?
Yeah.
Long days racing.
Yeah.
Any major problems developing late in the afternoon?
Oh, just getting a bit tired.
Lining up for Moto 6 in the Cruiser Challenge in Lane 1, Mark Canavan.
Mark's one of 3 Christchurch riders in this moto.
In Lane 2, Peter Page.
There's the second one, and he's a true form rider today, riding brilliantly.
In Lane 3, Kerry Parker.
Kerry from Rotorua, Geyserland Club.
Lane 4, Warwick Anstey.
That man again, Warwick Anstey from Mangere.
Lane 5, Paul West.
The 3rd Christchurch rider.
Lane 6, Nick Lambert.
And Nick Lambert, form rider from Western Auckland.
Stu, who's your pick for this moto?
It would have to be big bad Warwick Anstey.
Are you ready? Watch the light.
And a good start there by Warwick Anstey through the middle, but Nick Lambert's got the drop on the field as they go off the drop off and charge down the first straight. Stop pedaling early on they have, but Nick Lambert's got a comfortable lead, puts 1 foot on the deck as he goes around the first berm. Around they second they go, and it's Warwick Anstey in 2nd place, and Kerry Parker being pipped on that 2nd berm. Someone else moved into 3rd. There's the high flying, despite the big wind conditions they've got here today. It's Brent Harris going up the final, up the back straight into the wind and looking very powerful indeed into that headwind. Brent Harris going into 2nd to last, followed closely by Warwick Anstey, and it's all happening back in the back there for Peter Page. Has been knocked right out of it by some aggressive riding by Kerry Parker. That's the way Peter's been riding now. It's Kerry's turn. Back to the lead. It's Brent Harris 1, Warwick Anstey 2, Kerry Parker 3.
Brent's good riding in there. You're assured of a place.
I think so, yeah.
Would you be prepared at this stage to pick a winner?
No, there's a lot of luck in it.
Is there?
Everyone's fast, yeah.
More luck than normal with these weather conditions?
Yeah, probably.
The wind's not letting up?
No.
No. Any make a pick yet? No.
We're in the same boat. It's getting tougher.
Starting round 3, Moto 9 for the day in Lane 1, Tony Partridge.
Ooh, 2 bad 6 there. Tony's history, I think.
Lane 2, Leonard Lamb.
Leonard Lamb, a 3rd and a 6th.
In Lane 3, we have Stephen Hewitt.
Stephen's got a 3rd and a 4th, and he'll need to pull something out to get into this repechage.
In Lane 4, Peter Page.
2 firsts for Peter, and is he riding well?
Lane 5, Lee Hodgins.
Lee Hodgins, 2 fifths.
In Lane 6, Bruce Anstey.
Bruce Anstey, a 2nd and a 6th. Definitely got to get something better.
Stu, who's your pick for this race?
It's got to be Peter Page. I mean, the way he rode the starters in the last race was absolute dynamite, and he's taken out the high class, the big name riders. Peter, he's going to do it again. And there they go, a good clean start from number 124, Peter Page. He's the hot favourite in this race. He must be the form he's got round the first berm. That's a very tight pack indeed. Oh, and he nearly lost it. He dropped the pedal round the second berm. Goes Peter Page, and it's Peter Page all the way, number 124. Who's chasing him over the mountain jump? Number 102, Bruce Anstey, looking for good things in this race so he can get through to the finals. Back to Peter Page from North Avon. Over the roll, the table double they go. Second to best, and Peter Page looks like a real champ. Second to third, looking good with number 113 coming through. Stephen Hewitt from North Avon. It's North Avon, and then the man from for Wellington, Bruce Anstey. Back to Peter Page going for first, and a real close finish between number 113. That's Hewitt and Anstey. That's the way they'll finish.
Peter, that's 3 in a row, 3 brilliant rides. You're obviously in for the finals. How do you think you're going to go there?
Okay.
And that okay has just got to be the understatement of the year. Watch Peter Page lead his way through the first berm. Now he leaves nothing to chance at all, although for a moment there I thought he lost his pedals.
Me too. Hey, you're getting pretty good at predicting winners now, Stu. 5 out of 10 correct. Any guesses on the champ for the day?
Oh no, it's a bit too early, not at this stage, although Peter's looking very good. Just watch him line up the mountain jump. He's working hard, pumping the pedals, determined to come through number 1, but only time will tell.
Lining up for Moto 10 in lane 1, Gary Murtagh.
Gary's got a good first and then a fourth.
Lane 2, Jamie Hodgins.
Jamie a sixth and a fifth.
In lane 3, Warwick Styles.
Warwick Styles, sixth and a fourth, and not looking good.
Darren Good in lane 4.
Lane 4, 2 seconds for Darren Good.
In lane 5, Brent Harris.
A third and then a first.
In lane 6, Adele Hodgins.
A fifth and a sixth for Adele.
Stu, who's your pick for this moto?
It's got to be Brent Harris. He's going to improve with age as this meeting goes on, and that first and the last round, that proves that. Brent Harris to watch. Watch the man in the stars, Brent Harris from Auckland. He gets the drop on the field. Yes, he does. Over the double drop off and down the first straight they go, and it's Brent Harris from Mangere in first place. We'll try and pick up second as they come round the corner, but it's all Brent Harris showing the power, what makes him such a good rider. Brent Harris coming up to the big mountain jump, followed closely by number, can't pick it out yet. Round the sweeper they go, and it's Brent Harris all the way. I see Darren Good there in third place. Darren Good's in second place. It's Darren Good from Central Wire Rapper in second. Brent Harris first place he is as he comes up to the studders, followed by Darren Good. Into the corner, it's all Indian file. There's nothing in this one at all. Brent Harris will go down the finish line, no problem at all. Darren Good and 120 Gary Murtagh from New Plymouth in full third spot.
Brent, 3 good runs out there for you. Any problems in your last moto?
Oh, that jump's getting me again.
Is it?
It's a little bit windy.
Is it going to be a problem in the final?
Oh, everyone's in the same boat.
What caused you to come off right at the start there?
Oh, I caught some of these handlebars on the way down the straight, and I couldn't handle my bike over the jump.
Right, and once that happens, that's it?
Yeah.
And he doesn't mean maybe. Jamie actually got caught up with Warwick Styles at the top of the drop-off. There he goes now. Plate number 115. He gets caught up, bike in the air, his feet are off the pedals, and down he goes. To watch the rest of the field disappear into the distance.
He's not hurt though, he's wearing all the correct safety gear. And oh yes, I hope you noticed, Sandy, that I've made another correct prediction on the race outcome. Brent Harris has made it a no contest. He was so far in front of the others, it was almost a solo ride. Now let's get back to the racing and Moto 11.
In lane 1 is Alistair Stark.
Alistair keen to be there, happy to be there, fourth and a fifth so far, probably out of the contest.
In lane 2, Gavin Winchester.
Fifth and a third from Gavin, improving as he goes.
In lane 3, Stephen Charteris.
2 fourths.
In lane 4, Mark Canavan.
Mark has got a second and a fifth.
In lane 5, Craig Hurlstone.
2 seconds, good pair.
And Warwick Anstey in lane 6.
A first and a second for Warwick.
Do I need to ask you who your pick is for this, Stu?
Not really. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Warwick Anstey's going to take this field apart. And watch lane 6, that's Warwick Anstey from Auckland, but yes, he has. He's slowly opened up the lead over the fluorescent, the man in the fluorescence, the bright orange. It's Warwick Anstey around the first corner, and already he's opening up a good lead there. Let's try and pick up the fluorescence as he's come round. Over to the mountain jump, Warwick. Oh, beautiful piece of riding. A nice cross up. The marshals wouldn't see that one, but who cares? It looks good. It's Warwick Anstey coming up to the roll, the table double, chased by Craig Hurlstone from New Plymouth. Warwick Anstey. Oh, Hurlstone's caught up a wee bit there. Around the second to last they go, and lining up the studders. Anstey by 3 bike lengths from Hurlstone. Anstey round the last berm, making no mistakes as he now gets the sniff of home. It's Warwick Anstey from Auckland, from Mangere, Craig Hurlstone, and Stephen Charteris from Western.
Warwick, congratulations, good racing. Were you practicing for the freestyle over the mountain jump there?
No.
Is it a problem out there for the wind still?
Yeah.
Over the mountain jump? Is there anything that can be done about it?
Stop the wind.
Stop the wind. In the final moto of round 3 in lane 1, we have Graham Thompson.
Graham's got a 5th and a 3rd.
Lane 2, Nick Lambert.
2 first, can't do better than that, Nick Lambert.
In lane 3, Stephen Reid.
4th and a 1st, looking for something pretty good to make sure of that repechage.
In lane 4, Kerry Parker.
A 4th and a 2nd for Kerry.
In lane 5, Robbie Turnell.
2 thirds for Robbie Turner.
In lane 6, Stuart Williams.
A 6th and a 4th, and I'm afraid Stu's out of it.
And who's your pick for this moto?
I'll put my head on the line here. I reckon Stephen Reid will take it out. Nick Lambert will get a 2nd. And a clean start from Nick Lambert there, and I think he might have the drop over Reid. No, Reid suddenly fought back, and look, away he goes. My pick was right. Round the first berm goes Steve Reid, and you can see him smiling from here. Round the second berm. Now he's lining up the mountain jump, and this is where Reid will really put on the grunt. The wind's blowing, it's going to be nasty, and Reid rides it right. He stays low. Round the sweeper they go, and Steve Reid, after a beautiful mountain jump, heads up towards the roller table double, and he's making it safe. I saw Lambert drop a pedal back there, and he's right out of it. Steve Reid, you've got it in the bag if you keep it going. Steve Reid up to the stud as he goes, and he rides them low. He's playing it right. Lambert goes high, and I think Nick will be happy with a 2nd. Steve Reid down the final straight they go, and it's Steve Reid from Dunedin, Nick Lambert and Stu Williams from Dunedin, a good 3rd, and he'll be happy with that one.
Well, congratulations, what a great race. You nearly lost it over the mountain jump.
Again, yeah.
Again, that's going to be a problem for everyone, I suppose, though?
Yeah, the wind's getting pretty strong up there.
Well, it wasn't for nothing that we had to cancel the freestyle competition. That wind really is a problem at times. Just watch Stephen get caught by it and nearly lose control yet again. There he goes. He's very wary of earlier problems. It blows him sideways, blowing him around. His landing wasn't perfect either, with his back wheel crashing into the last hump. But he recovered well, and he went on to win that moto by a good 2 bike lengths. Yet another correct prediction, may I say, making it 7 out of 12.
Now then, with all 3 preliminary rounds of the 20-inch competition under our belts, who's made the trophy dash, who's still hanging in with a chance? Well, short of their place in the final, with 27 points, Peter Page, Warwick Ainsley has 24 points, and Nick Lambert has 24 points as well. Lining up for the 20-inch repechage in lane 1, Stephen Hewitt.
A 3rd, a 4th, and a 2nd in his first 3 rounds for Stephen Hewitt.
In lane 2, Craig Hurlstone.
Craig Hurlstone, you can't do better than 2nd, 2nd, 2nd. 2nd's all the way for Craig.
Gary Murter in 3.
A 1st, a 4th, and a 3rd for Gary Murter.
In lane 4, Brent Harris.
Brent got a 3rd and 2 firsts.
Lane 5, Darren Good.
And Darren Good got 3 seconds.
And in lane 6, Stephen Reid.
A 4th and 2 firsts for Stephen Reid. And here we are in the Pro-Am 20-inch repechage. Remember, it's 1st, 2nd and 3rd. They're the only ones that we need to get through to the final. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. And it looks like Harris, Reid and Good. Harris, Reid and Good it is as they go around the 2nd berm. And it's Brent Harris out in the lead and opening up a bit of a lead. But remember, this is a repechage. It's Brent Harris staying very low and Stephen Reid guaranteeing his spot in the final. It's all on in 3rd place, and they're catching up on the leaders now, and this could be the race of the day. It's Brent Harris coming up to the 2nd berm, and the pressure is really on now. It's Stephen Reid in 2nd place, being very hard pushed by the fluorescent, and Stephen Reid's opened up a bit more of a gap, and he'll be happy. They're heading for home now. They've hit the headwind, and it's Brent Harris, and she's all on at the back there. It's Brent Harris and Stephen Reid at Craig Hurlstone, and that's the order. They're the 3 who get into that final. Well done, chaps.
Brent, congratulations. You're going on now to the final. How is the racing out there now?
Pretty hard, it's a strong one.
Have you got any plan lined up for the final?
No, just keep trying.
How do you feel about the final coming up next?
I don't know yet.
Any picks?
I can't really say. Everyone's really quick.
Any plan for the final?
Win, that's all.
And now for the Cruiser Final, which has got this trophy up for grabs, as well as prize money totalling $600. $300 for first, $200 for second, and $100 for third. Let's see how they line up. In lane 1, we've got Nick Lambert.
Nick from Western, a 2nd, a 2nd, and a 1st in his 3 rounds.
In lane 2, Warwick Ainsley.
Warwick Ainsley, 1st, 3rd, and 2nd from Mangere.
In lane 3, Bruce Ainsley.
2 thirds and a 2nd from Wellington.
Lane 4, Peter Page.
A 4th, a 2nd, and a 4th for Peter Page.
Lane 5, Terry Finnerty.
Terry Finnerty, 2 firsts and a 3rd from Dunedin.
Lane 6, Brent Harris.
2nd and 2 firsts, Brent Harris, Mangere.
Stu, who would you pick for this final?
I'm going to be totally biased. Terry Finnerty, Dunedin. And they're off in the cruiser final going for the big gold, and it looks like who is it? It's Terry Finnerty from Dunedin. He's got the drop and whoa, who have we got? Nick Lambert in second place, now being pipped by Brent Harris, but it's all on the second berm, and there goes Brent Harris in second place, but it's all Terry Finnerty from Dunedin, the local cruiser champion, going into the sweeper, and he's opened up a huge lead, and can he hold it? And they go, what's his gearing like? What's his grunt like? Can he do it? Going into the second to last berm, it's all Terry Finnerty from Dunedin, New Zealand number 2 he is. This is no fluke, he can do it. Over the stud as he goes with Brent Harris and Nick Lambert chasing hard. It's the man in blue from Dunedin, heading up the final straight now. It's Terry Finnerty all the way, and he's in the money with Brent Harris second and Nick Lambert third.
Terry Finnerty, congratulations. Great ride for you. You're really pushing it up the back straight there.
Yeah, well, it's getting strong up there.
Terry, how much were you holding out for this final?
Not much.
The relay uses the same track as all the other races, but with a team of 4 makes it 4 laps. The real difference comes here. It's off the bike, throwing it to a catcher, then a run up this hill, across the top to tag the next team member. Needless to say, the first across the line wins the $200.
And it's a clean start here in the 1986 TVNZ relay, and this is where dog eat dog, and there's no rules at all. It's Stephen Reid for Dunedin. Come on, Dunedin, round the first corner they go, and around the second, and it's still Dunedin leading the bunch, and Stephen Reid up to such a mighty 20-inch final. He's showing the way over the mountain jump and staying low. That's a safe thing to do in this wind. Around the sweeper they go, and lining up the roller table double, heading into the wind. This is where it hurts, but Stephen Reid's a fit joker. He knows how to do it. Around the second to last, it's still Dunedin from Mangere, from North Island mix, North Haven and Dunedin B. That's the order of it. Now this is where it really starts to hurt. In another 40 metres they'll be starting to do the running bit. It's Stephen Reid off his bike first for Dunedin, and here's a runner. Here's a first 15 rugby player, and he knows how to run. Up the hill he goes, and this is where the legs start turning to jelly, and Dunedin has got a massive lead on the field now. Stu Williams from Dunedin, followed by Mangere, followed by North Island mix. That's the order of it, and then it's North Haven and Dunedin B. It's still Stewie Williams from Dunedin, got the pip on the field, and can he do it? Second to last berm, Stu looks over his shoulder, and Mangere is chasing hard. Come on, Stu, they're right behind you. Dunedin in the lead, Mangere second, North Island mix third. That's the order of it, and this is where it really hurts. Away he goes, and he's a big strong footballer as well, and he knows how to run. Up the big hill, and Stu's really feeling it now. The legs are turning to jelly. Up to the start now, and there's Jamie Hodgins. Around the first corner they go, and Jamie Hodgins has got a massive lead, and North Island mix are in second place, but it's Dunedin all the way. They can't do anything wrong in this relay. It's Dunedin going up to the roller table double, and down the big straight they go, and Mangere are chasing hard, and Dunedin are looking every bit of the winner today. Dunedin changing now, and Jamie Hodgins is away. He's not a speedster in the running, but my goodness did he ride a beautiful race. It's Jamie Hodgins, and come on Jamie, give it your heart, my man. It's Jamie Hodgins and Terry Finnerty, the cruiser rider, racing on the 20-inch bike for the first time today. It's Dunedin. Around the first corner they go, and where is Mangere? It is Terry Finnerty. Over the berm they go, and Terry's missed it. He's picked it up again. He's got the lead. That's the insurance policy. The big 60-metre lead, and it looks as though that Dunedin must be the winner, but anything can happen in this crazy game of BMX. Terry Finnerty round the second to last, and lining up the stutters, and I can see him grinning from here. Round the last corner goes Dunedin. It's Dunedin 18 with Terry Finnerty going for the big win. Well, let's hear it for Dunedin.
After the excitement of the relay and a slight improvement in the weather, it's back to the reason for this program, the TVNZ BMX Challenge. We have in lane 1, Stephen Reid.
Stephen Reid, the Dunedin champion, and champion he looks today.
Lane 2, Warwick Anstey.
Warwick Anstey first, second, and first Warwick Anstey from Mangere in Auckland.
Lane 3, Craig Hurlstone.
Craig Hurlstone, 3 seconds and third in the repechage.
Lane 4, Nick Lambert.
Nick Lambert first, and second in his early heats. Nick, last year's champion, can he do it again?
Lane 5, Peter Page.
Peter Page, my surprise of the day, 3 first, brilliant riding from Peter Page.
Lane 6, Brent Harris.
Brent Harris, third, first in his repercharge. Brent Harris is from Mangere.
Stu, who will you pick for this final?
Look, I don't think I'm being biased this time. I think Steve Reid. And away they go in the big one, the 20-inch with all the gold, and it looks like Nick Lambert and Warwick Anstey have got the drop, and Reid's right out the back of the field, and it'll take a Herculean effort to go from there. It's back to the lead, and it looks like Nick Lambert in front. Nick Lambert it is. Up over the riser they go and heading towards the big mountain jump, and there's the air, not too much air because of that nasty headwind. Number 101, Nick Lambert going for the double. He did it last year. Can he do it again? Number 124, Peter Page is moving into a position where he can get tough on the stutters. He likes it there. Number 122 has taken over. Warwick Anstey from Mungaree's pipped Nick Lambert. Over the stutters they go. There's Peter Page making his move, and here comes Stephen Reid now. What can he get in the money? And it's Warwick Anstey, the headwind stuff, and there goes Stephen Reid! Oh, I don't know whether he got it.
Sorry, Stu, he got a very close second, a superb effort after trailing the field for most of the race. Into the second to last berm, it was Anstey, last year's winner Nick Lambert and Peter Page, with Stephen Reid not even in the picture. Up towards the stutters, and Reid starts to catch the field. Over the stutters, and he makes up 3 places. Around the last berm, and the battle for places really begins. Watch Reid apply the power. He takes Peter Page, passes Nick Lambert, and then makes an all-out effort to beat Warwick Anstey as well. But he left his run too late and is beaten to the line by just half a wheel. That's got to be the closest and most exciting finish I've ever seen. You nearly had it. What happened?
Track's not long enough.
Track's not long enough. Maybe next year it'll be improved. Any other problems out there apart from this win?
No, great.
Congratulations. That was a really good ride. How did you do it? Any tactics, or how is it done?
Fight the wind.
Well, that brings the day's racing to an end, and it looks as though the freestyle trophy isn't going to be going home with anyone. Stu, a little bit too dangerous for that competition.
Certainly is. You get a gust of wind while the riders are up top doing pop-outs or aerials, you know, high up above those ramps, and it's just a death trap. It'll blow them off the side, and it's a long way to fall.
What would be the day's highlight for you?
The 20-inch final was just absolutely magnificent. I mean, Warwick Anstey rode brilliantly, but there was Steve Reid, 6th into the last corner. You don't often see it in BMX, and he just ploughed through the field as though it was standing still, and what an amazing race.
Does the answer to developing BMX in New Zealand lie where? In sponsorship?
Well, it certainly does. You know, you just got to put the big dollars into it. But it's like any other sport. You know, New Zealand's a small country, but you never underrate a Kiwi. I mean, we'll always give it our best shot.